name's Terminator. Welcome to the Leomatic show.
Guys, we are being shot at by a Terminator, guys. The
T-1000.
Terminator 2 Metal Mash Future War. So he's got, guys, he's got a couple things. He's got, you can see the, let's take a look at the packaging. You got, of course, the phased plasma rifle. You got, of course, the phased plasma rifle and light eyes. Show you that momentarily, and of course there is a picture, an artist rendition of the Terminator from Terminator 2, who becomes... Guys, if you haven't seen Terminator 2, I'm actually not going to spoil it. Leo hasn't seen it yet, so I don't want to spoil what it's about, guys. But definitely, if you haven't seen the movie, check it out. You can skip the first one, but Terminator 2 and 3 are pretty cool to watch. And Terminator returns to the future to fight tomorrow's evil cyborgs, and the number tattoo proves he's programmed to protect the human resistance. So apparently they tattoo him to protect the human resistance, so apparently that's what this is. And
I don't think that's gonna work out though.
Yeah, so this is actually a good guy. And you can kind of pause it and read here if you guys are interested what's in the back.
Well, maybe he's not a good guy.
So this is sort of the Kenner version of all these guys, and you can see. So let's all look through who's here. The T-800, which is what Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the first one. That's the original, is the T-800. And then the T-1000 is the newest one. That's the one that changes. You can see goes from a cop to a motorcycle cop and so on. Ultimate Edition T-800, Sarah Connors, John Connors and his motorcycle. Unfortunately, this character, I guess, not to spoil it, is super annoying in that. Metal Mash endoskeleton. Then there's also a glow-in-the-dark endoskeleton, guys. We may be getting that as well, possibly, down the road. But there's the packaging.
What it looks like when he won a cyborg and he won a war. This is just standing on a pile of bones.
Yeah, I think this particular one I think might have been from the video game, the Future War video game, because I don't recall this guy being in the actual movie. There was endoskeletons like that in the actual film, guys, but I don't remember them being a big part of the film itself. We need to watch that again, though, definitely, guys. And if you haven't seen it, Terminator 2 is a pretty fun movie to watch.
Randomly shoots up in the sky.
Just in case any of the other cyborgs happen to be passing by in their rocket ships or whatever. So let's take a look at him, buddy. Let's do a little close-up action here. You guys can see this guy has got a ton of detail. All right, let's take a look at his weapon too.
Plasma rifle? Yeah.
So plasma rifle is not bad, guys. It honestly is not great, but it definitely looks like it's got some battle wear here to it. You guys can see that right there. Seen worse weapons. And of course, okay, let's do the light up. Okay, guys, his eyes, you could put a light behind it and you can see his eyes light up. It gets a little freaky. Look at this, guys. You can do his lights on and off. That's fun. You can see there is a ton of detail, guys. Look at all the struts. The struts and the wires here. We busted a couple of the struts already. The way that this is wired, he doesn't have a lot of he doesn't have a lot of rotation. As soon as you bust those struts, of course, he has a ton of it. This is a tattooed one, so apparently this is one that the humans have overtaken. He's got struts for collarbones. He's got struts in here. He's very, very strut happy, guys. Very strut happy. There's not really a lot of, it looks like there should be, but there's not really a lot of articulation in the fingers, guys, in the hand here. You got this very robust gold slash I think this is meant to be more of a bronze, guys, to be honest with you, but Leo reads it as gold, and of course he had to have that. The shoulder blades open for a reason that is beyond me. I don't know what function that would possibly ever serve. I guess you could put programming in there or something, maybe, I don't know. There's struts, of course, on the back here, guys, and this is really cleverly done. However, this is not a robust toy. We had to glue this already. The foot's here, guys. You have some articulation here in the toes, and I don't know what purpose this would serve either, guys, to be honest with you. It's got just these balls, look like ball joints actually for heels. Of course, there's a hole in here, guys, if you want to put them on a stand. You do have this, and you got these. This one is just a hinge joint, guys. It doesn't actually have any struts to it, unlike the elbow, where you can see there's a strut here that moves when you move it. Of course, in the front too. So we got biceps and triceps here, guys. Basically, he can put his hands over his head. I surrender, and then you can also do this while he's surrendering. I can. Leo, look. Does his jaw move? I don't think his jaw moves. So it's a really cool looking figure, guys. I'm not sure what purpose this would ever serve, guys, to be honest with you, but that's so weird. Guys, that looks goofy. Here, guys. He's dancing.
I think he would be I think the other Terminator would overtake him, and he's like evil then.
So that's actually one of the plot points of some of the other movies is the Transformers unhumanizing the other Transformers, and doing that whole business. Well, I don't know. We might find that glow-in-the-dark one. Although that could be creepy at night, guys, see a glowing skeleton. Guys, let us know if you'd be creeped out by that. Guys, also let us know if... So these are, like, NECA, I think, is doing some of the old Kenner toys. And I think this was probably Kenner.
He's tilting his head. He's tilting his head. He's tilting his head like he's, like, creepy.
Yeah, the visuals here, guys, of a human skeleton, it's hard to see what reason that would be. I mean, psychologically, I guess it might make sense for robots from the future, but you can see the kind of Kenner style in there. But it wouldn't, like, from a practical purpose, to me, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Do we think we should find that? If we find that glow-in-the-dark one, what do you think? Should we get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we might get that one. I don't know if the eyes glow in that one. Hopefully they do. Guys, imagine this: a glow-in-the-dark skeleton right there, and then also having him with the red glowing eyes. That'd be pretty wicked.
So the whole point of the Terminator is the other Terminators have to take over the other Terminators to kill the humans.
Well, so guys, and I don't think we're giving away anything in the story here. In the future, right, this is a common thing, which is robots basically take over the planet. And the humans resist the machines taking over, but the machines can just build more machines. They can basically build themselves an army, and so on. And because of the way that they're coded, they're programmed to only obey what the instructions are, right? And their instructions are now to say, okay, the humans are a big threat to the robots taking over the world, so humans should be eliminated. Of course, there's a humans with our soft, fleshy bodies are not really a match for hard metal, right? So the humans do poorly in this war up until there's very few of them left, and they're in little pockets of scattered resistance. One of the leaders of the resistance is John Connor. So the idea with Terminator is that the machines create a time machine and then send a robot back in time to assassinate John Connors to end the resistance. So that basically, in a nutshell, is what the entire premise of Terminator is all about, guys. And of course, you have different variations of the movie, right? With this one, they basically reprogram the machine that originally chased John Connors, and by then, he's an 800 model. By then, they're up to 1,000, so they have much more advanced robots. And a lot of that is the robot trying to continue its mission, the one trying to protect him, and just kind of some adventures therein, guys. And of course, in Terminator 3, you have further differences with that.
Well, this is the original Terminator that chased him, isn't it?
But the theme is pretty much the same. Now, the original Terminator that chased him looked just like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, this one right here, I'll show it to you in a second, buddy. This one, guys, I'm going to try to pull it in. This one right here, where it says T800 Ultimate Edition, this was what the original Terminator that chased him looked like. And that, of course, is the one he reprogrammed and then sent back to visit himself. Yeah, the storyline gets a little wonky, guys, to be honest with you. But, I mean, it's a fun movie.
But this guy's supposed to be a protection person?
Yeah, and I think that was from the video game, because that particular model doesn't actually ever show up in the movie. We're going to try to find Terminator 2, guys, so Leo can check that out, guys. Because it's a pretty fun movie. If you guys like robots and like fun chase, adventure, capery type stuff, it's a lot of fun. It's a pretty cool thing to run around with and kind of check out. It's a little bit of a long movie, but there's some cool visuals. That was kind of like the main thing at the time, was that the visuals for the new Terminator were really, really intense. I don't think they put a year on this, guys. This toy came out last year, but I don't remember when the actual movie came out. It's been quite a while, so.
He's just like bad. He has his plasma rifle in his hand. So like in the...
Yeah, I'm not super in love with how the rifle fits, to be honest with you. Maybe he's supposed to have it in both hands or something. I don't know, it's not actually on. It's not really on the packaging here. Well, here he's got it, just one-handed it. It just fits a little odd in his hand.
You just killed John Connor anyway.
No, you were supposed to be guarding him.
And then he just
No, you were supposed to be guarding him.
and he threw his plasma rifle to the ground. Dead.
Now he's gonna go to Disneyland. Yay!
But not too yay.
You can, I think, can you put his finger in the trigger guard? I think you might be able to put his finger in the trigger guard while he's holding it. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Yeah? No? Yeah? No?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get, there's a lot of really cool posability out of this guy. But as you can see, he's not super robust, unfortunately. So guys, definitely these are certainly much more display models than they are play models. Than they are play action figure toys.
And now he's chasing Sarah Connor.
Yeah, that actually factors in pretty heavily too. Sarah Connor as John Connor's mom plays into this a lot. If you guys like darker, scarier movies from the 80s, you could check out the first Terminator. I don't think I've ever actually seen the whole thing, but you don't really need it to be able, you don't need to see it to enjoy Terminator 2 or 3, guys, by the way.
They just explain. They explain what happened in the first movie. And he's still chasing, let me guess, he's still chasing John Connor in the second.
Yeah, that actually is one of the things that they did a good job with in the second movie, is not having you need to watch the first one. I mean, you can watch the first one. I mean, it did pretty well. People think it's classic, but you don't necessarily need to follow along anyway. Guys, that is going to wrap it up, I think, for our Terminator 2 Future War Metal Mash. He did the mash. He did the metal mash. The metal mash. It was a Terminator smash. The metal mash.
I thought Terminator always talks like God.
It was the mesh. No, and there's not a reason for them to talk much at all, actually. Unless they're trying to intimidate humans, guys. Which is a big part of the design, guys, that you see of the Terminators, is to intimidate humans. Anyway, though, guys, that's going to wrap it up for our look at this figure, guys. The bronze, gold, metal MASH,
I'm just gonna.
Endoskeleton, Terminator. Guys, if you did, please give us the old thumbs up, guys. Hit the red subscribe button if you're not done already, guys. Hit the blue bell next to the red subscribe button if you'd like to see the glow-in-the-dark endoskeleton, if we can actually find him somewhere. Guys, as well as a host of other fun, courageous adventures videos, guys. You can also follow us on Twitter, guys, where updates to the channel are made more or less as soon as they happen, guys, including new playlists, new videos, so on and so forth. There is Twitter specific content as well, guys. You can only see it on Twitter. Definitely follow us there if you guys would like to. We may be doing, I'm going to try to get more display pictures up. So I know Leo's got some really whipping displays, guys. We try to get those up here and there. You've seen some of my office displays, guys. If you haven't, jump onto our Twitter feed. Check all that stuff out, guys. There's not a whole lot of posting other than channel stuff, guys. So it's pretty streamlined, guys. Leave a comment. Let us know what your favorite Terminator movie was. For me, it's a cross between 2 and 3, and I know a lot of people hated 3, but 3 had some really, really fun stuff in it. And these movies, like 2 and 3, are really just kind of having fun. The first one and everything after that got really, really dark. I don't like that part as well as the fun ones. It's kind of like the difference between kind of like dusk and broad daylight, I guess, guys. So. But let us know which one of you guys favorite if you've seen them. Guys, let us know if you have any of the toys from this line, guys, from NECA. We'd be interested in hearing from you guys. And that is going to do it for us this time. We will see you all
Next time.
next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.